गेल्या पिरियडमध्ये आपण न्यूटन्स युनिव्हर्सल लॉ ऑफ ग्रॅव्हिटेशनचा स्टडी केलेला आहे. In this period we discuss about the uniform circular motion and magnitude of the centripetal force. In last year you had study about the uniform motion. A body covers a equal distance in equal interval of time is known as the uniform motion. At this time you can consider the linear. Body covers a equal distance in equal interval of time in a straight line is known as the uniform motion. But what do you mean by uniform circular motion? Body covers a equal distance in equal interval of time with a circular motion is known as the uniform circular motion. Body covers equal distance in equal interval of time in a circular motion is known as the uniform circular motion. You have studied that the centripetal force is responsible for the body is moving in a circular motion. When a body is moving in a circular motion, at this time you can say that the centripetal force is act on it. Due to this reason you can say that centripetal force is responsible for the body in a circular motion, body moving in a circular motion. You know about the uniform circular motion definition clear झालेली आहे. Body covers equal distance in equal interval of time in a circular motion is known as the uniform circular motion, and for the uniform circular motion centripetal force is responsible. If we consider M is if any body is moving in a uniform circular motion, suppose here any body is moving, M is the mass of that body and that body is moving along the circumference of a circle. That means that body is moving with a uniform circular motion having the mass M, and speed of that body is considered as V, and to complete the one revolution along the circumference of a circle, that means to complete the one revolution the required time is nothing but the T, that is nothing but the time period. That means how many amount of the centripetal force acts on that object. That object is in moving with a uniform circular motion, and that is nothing but the F is equal to mv square by r, where m is the mass of that object which is moving along the circumference of a circle, v is the speed of that object, and r is the distance between the radius of that circle. That is nothing but the centripetal force acts on that object. At the place of the any object, when we consider the earth and the sun, suppose this is the position of the earth and earth is revolving around the sun along the circumference of circle. Your earth is revolving around the sun in a uniform circular motion. At this time, the centripetal force acts on the earth towards the center, towards the sun. At this time, how many amount of the centripetal force acts on the surface, acts on the earth toward the center, that is also equal to F is equal to mv square by r. But where m is the mass of the earth, v is the uniform speed of the earth, and r is the distance between the sun and the earth. Earth complete the one revolution around the sun in a specific interval of time. That time is nothing but the time period of the earth, that is nothing but the T. The centripetal force acts on the earth toward the sun, that is equal to F is equal to mv square by r. हे झाल्यानंतर how will determine the uniform circular motion? V is the uniform speed of the earth around the sun. Consider V is the speed, and how that means the T is the time period of the earth to complete one revolution around the sun, that is equal to T. But you have studied that the uniform circular motion, body covers a equal distance in equal interval of time with a uniform motion, with a circular motion. But how many amount of covered the earth around the sun in a one time period, in a one period? म्हणजे एक रिव्हॉल्युशन अर्थला एक रिव्हॉल्युशन सनच्या भोवताली कंप्लीट करण्यासाठी अर्थने किती डिस्टन्स कव्हर केलेला असेल. समजा अर्थ या पॉईंटपासून निघालेले आहे आणि परत त्याच पॉईंटपर्यंत येण्यासाठी जे काय तिने डिस्टन्स कव्हर केले, दॅट इज नथिंग बट द सर्कमफरन्स ऑफ दॅट सर्कल, दॅट इज नथिंग बट द सर्कमफरन्स ऑफ द ऑर्बिट, or that is nothing but the perimeter of the circle. That means total distance covered by the earth within a one period, that is d is equal to 2 pi r. अर्थने एका रिव्हॉल्युशन मध्ये जे कव्हर केलेले डिस्टन्स आहे 2 pi r and the required time is t. एक रिव्हॉल्युशन कंप्लीट करण्यासाठी लागलेला जो काही कालावधी आहे तो t कन्सिडर केला. We know the formula of the speed, v is equal to distance upon time, but distance is equal to 2 pi r divided by t. T is the required time. That means speed is equal to 2 pi r by t. Put up the value of v in that equation, it will get the centripetal force F is equal to m divided by r multiplied the value of the v square. The value of v is 2 pi r divided by t bracket square, and it will get the square of 2 is 4 m pi square r square and divided by r into t square. But that means for the centripetal force, Kepler third law suggested the relationship between the square of the time period and the cube of the distance between them. That is nothing but the t square is directly proportional to the r cube or d cube. That means you can say that t square is equal to k r cube, and therefore t square divided by r cube is equal to k. K is the constant of proportionality. To add the t square by r cube in that equation, there is the necessity of this is equal to f is equal to 4m pi square divided by, suppose where 1 r and 1 r8 get cancelled, divided by multiplied by r divided by t, but there is the necessity divided by t square, but there is the necessity of the r cube. Due to this reason, multiplied and divided by r square of that equation at right sides. कोणत्याही टर्मला एका संख्येने मल्टिप्लाय केलं डिवाइड केलं तर देर इज नो चेंज इन इट, अँड इट विल गेट f is equal to 4m pi square into r cube divided by r square into t square, and this is converted into 4m pi square divided by r square multiplied by r cube into t square. But t square divided by r cube is k. It will get 4m pi square divided by r square multiplied by 1 by k, and this term is totally constant 4m pi square k. That means you can say that f is equal to 4m pi square divided by k into 1 by r square, and that is nothing but the centripetal force. That centripetal force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the earth and the sun, and that is nothing but the inverse law of gravity. That means that centripetal force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the object and the center of that circle, to earth and the sun. This is nothing but the inverse square law of gravity. That means from this Newton's conclude that the centripetal force is responsible for the circular motion, and that centripetal force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the planet and the sun, or between the earth and the sun. At this time he conclude that This centripetal force is originated from the force of gravity. That centripetal force is originated from the gravitational force. But that gravitational force is very very weak. हा जो काही centripetal force तयार झालेला आहे, हा centripetal force is not the type of the any type of the force. It is produced from the gravitational force. In last period we have studied that, where this centripetal force is originated or produced from the gravitational force. But that gravitational force is very very weak. But that gravitational force, although the gravitational force is weak, but that gravitational force controls on the universe and decide the future of the nature, or decide the future of the universe, or future of the nature, and which is possible due to the huge mass of the planet, sun, and the other factors of the universe. Could you stop here?